Welcome back to another video. My name is Callan and I'm currently reacting to every single A24 film in order. Today, however, I want to finally show off my new room and the process that it took to getting everything set up. First, let's say one final goodbye to my old setup at the old apartment. It was so sad taking everything apart because it really did take a while for me to get everything set up. Anyways, here we have it, my new room. I'm so glad I finally have my own space. I'm not too sure if I want to keep this desk here. I might actually buy some new desks, so we'll see. I think I'll keep the shelf in the same corner similar to the old apartment. Similar to the old place, I'm probably just going to use the top two shelves and set it up the exact same way. Now surprisingly, all of my A24 things fit in this crate. Let's just hope it survived the move. And upon first inspection, everything seems okay. So update, I ended up moving this desk along this wall here next to my shelf. So this is basically the exact same setup that I had at my old apartment. I ended up buying two desks, one long one which will be along this wall here and then a shorter one along this wall. As you can see, I got a giant new light, so hopefully this will help with the lighting in my videos. I've always struggled with lighting in my videos, so hopefully you'll see somewhat of an improvement. Once I set up the desks, then I'll start putting stuff on the wall. I don't know if I should put the postcards in the same area here or somewhere else along the walls. I'm thinking about putting all of my records along this giant wall here. Also for the playing cards, I was thinking here, but we'll see. I'm just happy I have so much more real estate in this room to kind of play around with things. I could also start buying A24 posters. I haven't bought anything from the shop yet, but now that I have all of this wall space, maybe I'll start investing in it. We'll see. We have good news. My desks have finally arrived. This thing is massive. I really hope it fits. Also just gonna skip ahead because this took way too long. And this is what my two desks look like. Really happy with the setup. I'm glad my light and camera fit nicely in this corner. I'm also really glad that the desks actually fit. Now we can finally start hanging things on the wall. Alright, so first project, I'm planning on hanging up my A24 hats above my closet area here. I'm going to be using these command hooks. Hopefully they're strong enough to hold up the hats. So I got the first one set up and left it on there for a while just to test to make sure that it would hold. And now the fun part was trying to figure out how to evenly space the rest of the hats. I put up this piece of painter's tape on the ceiling just because I didn't have a pencil, so I could use a pen to mark up the tape of where I wanted to place each hook. Once I got the spacing figured out, I continued to add the hooks and add my hats to them. And this is my current A24 hat collection. As you can still see, there's still room for me to buy more hats. I can even put more hats on the left side if I wanted to. Also, by having them all lined up, you can definitely tell how different each style of hat is. So just keep that in mind if you are buying a hat from A24. Next project, which is long overdue, finally hanging up my playing cards. Gonna be using these stronger Velcro command strips. Also added that piece of painter tapes to try and line it up as best I could with my shelf. I would say that's pretty level. Next, I added another piece of painter's tape to line up my postcards with this frame. I think this arrangement looks pretty good, so I'll start hanging them on the wall. As always, gonna be using these command strips. And nothing exciting happened, so we'll just skip ahead. I would say that looks pretty even. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Alright, final project, we'll be hanging up my records. I finally invested in a laser level and will continue to use my painter's tape technique. I watched a video on YouTube from Merv Service Secrets, I'll link it in the description, of how to set up these command hooks that'll hold up your records. And here's the completed vinyl wall. I think I left enough space to do another row on top. I definitely can add more records on the right and maybe even below it. But yeah, really happy with how this looks and how it turned out. Like I said, link will be in the description of how to set your records up like this. So yes, this is the final setup for my room for right now. As you can see, there's still a lot of blank spaces on the wall, which means a lot more items that I can still buy from A24. I need to buy more command hooks because I still have to hang up my enemy vinyl, and just to make everything even, I guess I have to buy 3 more records, right? Just to have 3 nice rows. Also, I was kind of experimenting and found this really cheap frame on Amazon that kind of fits the Iron Claw posters quite nicely. So right now I have the Zac Efron poster framed. I'll definitely buy one more of those so I can put Jeremy Allen White's poster in there. Also, I bought one more Iron Claw zine in hopes that I get the final 3rd poster. We'll see. I also have a few other postcards that need frames, and I'm not too sure how I want to display them since they're not part of the A24 stills. One is the MW postcard, and then I have 2 of the birthday postcards, and then 2 other movie ones that I got from Blockbuster, so still deciding on how I want to display those. Also, a while ago, my wife got me these A24 stickers, and I haven't opened them up yet just because I didn't really have anywhere to put them, and I was wondering if it's crazy to just cover this white desk here with A24 stickers. I know they just recently released more sticker packs, so maybe I'll start collecting more and just cover this white desk with stickers. Let me know if you have any ideas, or what do you guys do with these stickers? Let me know. Anyways, I think this is going to be it for today's video. This place will definitely continue to grow over time, especially if A24 continues to create more movies and create more merchandise to go alongside with that. Please let me know what you guys think of this setup. Let me know if there's anything that I can add or maybe even change. And I'll see you folks next Thursday for the next reaction video.